So what's it like being a female athlete at YSU?
It's it's interesting. I mean, coming into just sports in general, I've grown up with sports. It's just that men's sports are way more popular, so it's kind of just like proving that you can be as interesting as men's sports and just working hard to achieve a goal like any other team would.
Honestly, I love it here. We kind of build like a community, and it's also making like these friendships that will last a lifetime. So it's pretty awesome. I love being an athlete.
It's pretty cool, honestly. Like, I enjoy it because you're surrounded by a bunch of other female athletes, and you have the male athletes too, but I know especially in like the departments, like who we deal with Emily and Rebecca and Maisha, like they're very positive and uplifting, and it's awesome.
Being a female athlete at YSU is awesome. We get recognized for all the good that we do, and everyone's a team player.
Do you think the male athletes are treated differently here at YSU?
Not necessarily. I feel like with every school, there's more attention on football, but they're bigger, they're good, there's more of them. So, but otherwise, I feel like they do a good job of treating everything fairly. But like I said, you can't not treat football differently because it is just such a big sport and such a big part of the school that you can't do it any differently. So,
Compared to like football and basketball, we kind of feel like that as a whole, that they kind of get like more funding, which I know like alumni like contribute to them, but yeah, it definitely feels like they get more than we do.
I would say they definitely get a bigger crowd than women's sports do. And I think that's just generally because there's a stigma that they're way more interesting and their games are just more energetic. But also, I think their budgets are a little bit bigger. But that may just have to deal with how many people they draw into crowds and stuff, and like I said, how popular they are.
I don't think male athletes are different or are treated different at YSU. I think that male athletes bring in more of the revenue, so they're more known. But that's about it.
Has the feedback from peers at YSU maybe wanted you to quit the sport?
no, I've actually never wanted to quit the sport, and I don't think, being a student athlete obviously is hard. So you don't agree with everybody all the time, and it's hard, but I think that's part of the learning process, and I know as a team, like, we're all close-knit, so I think that makes it easier to be like, well, I just need a break from them for a minute, and then I'll be fine. And I know we don't really talk to other sports as much because our season's so busy, so we just kind of do our own thing, but we do try to go watch other people, so it's...
I've never felt like that before. I know some athletes who have felt like that, but I myself have never felt like that.
Not necessarily here. I may get odd reactions when I say what sport I'm in, probably because they don't expect me to say bowling. But I mostly experienced that in high school, not here.
Here at YSU, I've never felt like I wanted to quit the sport just because we have a great fan base here. We have great student athletes. We have great administrators. So I've never felt like that personally.
What do you think can be changed for women's sports to be recognized more?
I just think there needs to be like a stronger try from the student body to pay more attention to it, because the department does a really good job of trying to recognize us, but it's not going to do anything if the people don't want to be there.
I think we could definitely be put out there more like social media wise. Like we as a team have a YSU softball account and we try to put out our schedule as much as we can, but as for like Youngstown State social media pages, I feel like they could do a better job at like putting our schedules out there, not just for softball, but like women's basketball or like playoff games like that.
I feel like more fans, the better we're known as softball, because softball here is a really good sport, and I feel like if we have more fans and more recognition, then we can bring in more revenue.
Just coming out and supporting our games and stuff, like just being there for us, cheering us on, giving us a bigger crowd, a bigger home crowd to cheer us on. It just starts with the people at home.